Hi, I'm David Akimi with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. I'm a realtor here in Colorado. Today I'm going to be covering the final installment in my three-part series outlining the three predominant business models that builders operate on here in the United States. And in this installment, I'll be covering the Everything's Included model. By the way, I am one of the top reviewed agents in Colorado who specializes in new construction purchases. So as much as I like to make these informative videos, I'd much rather be out helping you buy your next home from a builder. If you'd like to hire me to represent you with a builder, my contact info is in the description below. Please feel free to reach out to me if you'd like my help buying new construction. And remember, it doesn't cost you anything to utilize an agent when you approach a builder. The builders always pay 100% of our commission, so you really have nothing to lose and a lot to gain by bringing representation. All right, let's get into the video. The Everything's Included model has recently gained major market share in many markets. Most notably, the nationwide builders Horton, LGI, and Lennar are implementing this model. The finished product with an Everything's Included builder is by far the least customizable of anything the three builder models are doing. However, it is also the most affordable. Builders operating on the Everything's Included model do still give you the opportunity to customize the home in 4 distinct categories, assuming you're building from a dirt start. However, keep in mind, not all of these builders will allow you to do a dirt start anymore. The first category that they'll give you an option on is going to be the exterior elevation of the home and possibly the home's exterior paint scheme. In an effort to conform with monotony rules set forward by a lot of municipalities, all of these builders will be forced to offer 2 or 3 different exterior elevations on every model they build. The exterior elevation is going to give you choices like your front porch, the placement of windows, dormers, bump outs, anything like that will change up the look of the front of the house. They're going to have to offer a few different options on every model they build. This will possibly be a choice that you get to make if you're allowed to do a dirt start. Here in Colorado, the builders like LGI, Lennar, and Horton offer the exterior siding strictly in the choice of concrete lap siding. If they're allowing dirt starts, they'll also give you some say-so on the lot placement. And lot placement's important because it will determine if the house has a standard underground basement, a garden level basement, or a walkout basement. Keep in mind though that the builder might not give you the ability to do a dirt start. Dirt starts are getting rarer and rarer as these Everything's Included builder make a bigger push to have standing spec inventory ready when people show up to buy. When dealing with Lennar in general, they do actually offer a few structural options. Lennar on a lot of their floor plans will give you the ability to do a loft versus a 4th bedroom. They may also allow you to extend the hardwood flooring in place of excessive carpet, and they may give you the ability to pick a 3-car garage over a standard 2-car garage in some neighborhoods. And finally, a big one with Lennar is they offer a lot of covered back patios, so a lot of the houses can be picked with or without that option. If you have the ability to put it in your budget, that back patio is fantastic and it definitely adds a lot of value to the home when you come down the road to resell it. They'll also give you a choice on the interior color scheme when it comes to things like carpet, wood flooring, cabinets, and countertop material. With an Everything's Included builder, the following choices are always predetermined or limited to a single grade of material, with your only choice being the color that they offer that material in. One of the big ones is the grade of flooring. They're always going to limit you to one choice on your luxury vinyl plank flooring, your carpet, and your tile that goes either in your bathroom or your kitchens. Kitchen and bath cabinets are almost always also limited to one grade of cabinet. However, they will give you the ability to pick from 3 popular colors. What I'm seeing a lot of lately are gray, white, and espresso as the 3 predominant cabinet color choices. Backsplash tiles in the kitchen and shower tiles are almost always limited to one grade as well, but they sometimes will give you the choice of different color schemes. The kitchen and bathroom counters are almost always going to be limited to one grade of quartz or granite. However, they will let you pick the color on that as well. Plumbing and lighting fixtures are another thing that's almost always predetermined with an Everything's Included builder. Usually brushed nickel is the only choice. Things like baseboard trim and interior doors are also always pre-selected by the builder, and they're not going to give you a lot of choice there either. However, the nice thing I'm seeing is that builders like Lennar usually automatically opt for the nice 8-foot doors that people would have chosen anyway. The grade, brand, and configuration of the kitchen appliances is almost always predetermined as well. However, some builders like Lennar will give you variations between their different models. Some of their nicer, larger series will come with an executive style kitchen that has double wall ovens and a cooktop, while their more midline and entry-level starter home offerings will have a stove and a microwave above the range. Interior wall color is also predetermined as well too. At best, these builders may give you a couple of neutral choices like Agreeable Grey, or white. However, they're not going to let you pick from a broad palette of colors. This can be really frustrating in a house with 20-foot walls because Lennar in particular limits the interior paint color to only white. So it can be very frustrating to buy a brand new house, and if you want warm colors on the wall, be forced to immediately hire a painter to come in and paint a warm color. However, that's just the nature of the way these guys do it. They're going to offer it in white or a neutral color. With some of the others, if you're lucky, you're not going to get to choose your interior colors. And the final thing that these builders almost always predetermine is going to be the grade and style of the staircase hardware. They may very well give you iron spindles, but they're going to give you one option on style. If you don't like it, too bad. To wrap things up, I'm going to summarize the pros and cons of the Everything's Included model, starting with the pros. First of all, the overall purchase price is almost always far lower with an Everything's Included builder. In fact, I've seen sometimes the same amount of square footage offered with this type builder 20% less than a package builder or a design center builder, which is pretty substantial if you're on a limited budget and you need to get a bigger house. The next pro is that no budgeting is required. These houses have a preset price. You come in, if you like it, you take it. If you don't, you leave it. But you don't have to make a lot of choices, and you don't have to deal with budgeting in a design center or budgeting a package. Because they don't give you a lot of decisions, you're not going to have to make compromises. Some people have a tough time making compromises in a design center and with structural options. With these builders, they've laid it out in a way that most people like, so you're not going to be forced to make compromises to get to the end product. Another big pro with this model is that these houses typically have the lowest required upfront deposit to get the house started and contract it with the builder. This can be huge for a lot of people. The problem with the design center model, or sometimes even package models, the down payment required up front actually gets larger based on the amount you spend in the design center or the amount you spend on your package. With an Everything's Included builder, that's not the case, so they're always going to have a uniform down payment that keeps things more affordable and more predictable. Another big pro with this business model is that they're more likely to have available inventory ready to go. Because they're not waiting on you to come in and make choices, they pre-build these houses and get them started months in advance, so you're much more likely to be able to come and buy something that you can move into quickly. The last one is quite possibly the biggest pro of all. Because these builders are able to have inventory closer to completion, they're more likely to be able to offer below market interest rates. A big trend that we're seeing now that rates have spiked is a lot of these builders have the ability to pre-approve money at 4.99 or even 3.99%, even when the rest of the market is paying 7% rates. However, the catch to that is you typically have to close on the home in a set period of time so that they can utilize that money before their locked-in period runs out. The problem with the package builders and the design center builders is that they're way too far out to ever allow anybody to utilize those interest specials. With an Everything's Included builder, they're far more likely to have a house ready to go that can easily close in the time frame needed in order to lock in the 4.99 or 3.99 special interest rate. Like everything in life, anything that comes with pros has cons that come along with it as well. The first major con of the Everything's Included model is that you're going to get zero choices typically over some structural things like basement excavation, basement rough-ins. They're not going to let you have any say-so in lighting placement, low voltage placement on things like Ethernet connections or phone connections, and they may give you some smart home features, but you're not going to have any choice as to what they are or where in the home they're placed. Finishes such as wood flooring, carpet, appliances, cabinets, plumbing and lighting fixtures, etc. are always going to come in one grade. Fortunately, they usually pick a pretty good grade, but if you don't like it, they're not going to give you any ability to upgrade it. So unfortunately, those large choices come in one grade, and you're only going to maybe be able to pick colors if you're lucky. Another con is they're not going to offer any substitutions whatsoever, and they make no exceptions. So if there's something about the house that you don't like, it's going to be a take it or leave it situation. Another big one for some people is that some of these builders have cut more corners than some people think they should have in an effort to keep these prices low. A really good example of this is Lennar and rough-ins in the basement. Rough-ins allow you to easily put a bathroom in the basement in the future when you finish it, and Lennar has completely removed that option. So now if you're going to finish the basement in a Lennar home, you're going to have the extra added expense of having a plumber come in and trench rough-ins into the drain plumbing in the basement before you can add a bathroom or a sink down there, which can be a big pain for some people. Unfortunately, they're not going to budge on it, and they will not add it even if you're willing to pay extra for it. And the final big con that I've seen with some of these Everything's Included builders are they typically tend to build the lots a lot smaller and the houses are a lot closer together. This can be really annoying if you'd like to put a backyard tool shed on these houses, because a lot of times they just don't leave enough room on the sides of the lot to do it. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to see the other two parts of it, click the cards up above where you can go directly to the other two parts of this series. If you want to buy a house, feel free to give me a call. I'd love to go show you a house if you're in the Denver market, or if you have any questions, I'll be addressing questions in the comments below. Thanks again.